How is this game not in the Sunday Night Football slot? No disrespect to the Falcons-Vikings matchup, but this is like Miyagi-Do versus Cobra Kai, Snake Eyes versus White Shadow, Stark versus Lannister kind of action, and it's not slotted for the primetime game? Who's for an audible that allows us to flex during week 2 just once, please?
Let's go! No!
Let's check the first box. Super Bowl rematches have taken place 9 times. Team that won the Super Bowl won the rematch 7 times.
Yeah!
Second box, Patrick Mahomes doesn't know what 0-2 is, hasn't ever started a season that way.
As Mahomes gets out of trouble, flips it to Juju Smith-Schuster with some Mahomes magic.
Head coach Andy Reid has started 0-2 once with Kansas City, his second year on the job. To avoid that, he probably needs better play from his offense and defense than he got in week 1, giving up 27 points while letting Justin Herbert go for 300-plus yards, 3 touchdowns, and a rating allowed over 130 didn't work out in Brazil.
Over the middle, Johnston, touchdown Chargers.
Now they take on the reigning champs. Kind of looked the part in their debut, held it down to 20 points on defense, maybe a little lightning delay helped in there. Offense went for 24 despite not clicking on all cylinders.
Hurts has time, takes off, Jalen Hurts, touchdown Philadelphia!
Jalen was the one putting the hurts on the boys. Not a ton of yards through the air, a little over 150, but 19 for 23, and Kansas City's dealing with one of those dual threat types. It was more pushing of the tush for key third down conversions, comes off a 60-plus yard rush outing, 2 paint jobs.
Now taken off to the pylon, got there! Jalen Hurts! For the second time tonight.
Chiefs gave up 32 rushing yards to Herbert, the big run, the dagger at the end, but played the run well enough, holding Omarion Hampton to 3.2 yards per carry.
And that's a handoff on 3rd and short, and that goes nowhere. Big stop by the Chiefs defense.
Can they come close to handling Saquon in that manner? Barkley comes off a quietish game, sort of, under 3.5 a run, but did score and made a couple big catches out of the backfield.
Whoa! Barkley the one-hand catch! Barkley the stiff arm! Barkley the first down!
The line that will try and spring him is a little banged up. Gave up a high pressure rate last week, but only allowed Hurts to be sacked once. His scrambles played a role, of course.
When the money is on the line, when the game is on the line, Jalen Hurts is going to run the ball.
We've seen Philadelphia's offense pull plenty of Mr. Robots. One week they're a running team, the next they're blowing teams out through the air. Never really know who you're dealing with. Week 1, their lead receiver was their Spinal Tap drummer, Jahan Dotson, with close to 60 yards.
And it is brought in by Jahan Dotson.
Their long-standing band members, Dallas Goedert, leader in targets, caught all 7, close to 45 yards.
3rd and 3, Hurts comes back to the middle. Big hit in the middle, but held on to by Goddard for the first down.
The stars of their show typically both come off very quiet showings. Devontae Smith, just 16 yards, and A.J. Brown apparently didn't want to be the only one in his summer book club to not finish the let them theory. 1 target, 1 catch, 8 yards.
It is complete to A.J. Brown, his first target, and he stays in bounds.
The Kansas City pass rush, Philadelphia has to hold off to give those blokes a chance to rebound, comes off a nice 3-sack outing. George Karlaftis with 1, linebacker Drew Tranquil blitzing his way to 2.
The blitz right up the gut, and down goes Herbert with Drew Tranquil, anything but.
Like KDOT would say, though, it's not enough, or wasn't anyway, and neither was the 21 points they scored versus LA, 5 for 14 on 3rd down. And make no mistake, scoring has been a problem for this team 2 years running.
Mahomes' quick throw to the end zone, and that's incomplete. Brings up 4th.
Wasn't really a Mahomes problem. He produced his fair share of magical moments, lots of big key runs, over 250 yards through the air.
Running for his life from Khalil Mack, throws to a wide-open Hollywood Brown. Holy smokes!
Now he goes up against a Philadelphia defense hoping to pick up where they left off. They were shaky in the first half versus Dallas, settled in the second to some degree. Slippery CD helped a little too. Holding a team under 21 points, though, usually leads to good things.
Traffic, that throw is incomplete. Cooper DeJean.
Lamb gave their secondary trouble. Should have given them more, save a few big drops, but Philadelphia's secondary held Dak Prescott to under 190 yards and a sub-80 rate, so they roll in off a good outing in the end.
Prescott throws off of Lamb and incomplete. Adoree Jackson in coverage.
Have to wait and see if Mahomes has Xavier Worthy. He left week 1 hurt. He will have Tyquan Thornton, gave him 41 yards in his Chiefs debut, hooped the bulk on a nice over-the-shoulder catch.
What a beautiful throw and catch, and that big play that they've been missing so much the last couple years.
Juju Smith-Schuster, good for 55 yards last week.
And that is a nice gain for Juju Smith-Schuster. Bouncing off would-be tackler's gain of 17.
Travis Kelce got slapped in the face. So much for the whole refs are on their side thing. Guess it must come with being worth $1.6 billion. Trav scored 47 yards.
Travis Kelce, touchdown! 37 yards for 87.
And by far, Mahomes' go-to, Hollywood Brown. 16 targets, 10 catches, a yard short of a C-note.
Hollywood Brown starting to heat up. He's been the go-to guy for Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes' O-line, he was sacked twice, not pressured at a high rate. His right tackle, Jawan Taylor, has to hope the refs don't listen to Too Short before the game this week. Had the whistle blown on him 4 times.
Full start. Number 74, offense.
Jawan Taylor flagged for that.
They square up with a Philadelphia pass rush that didn't make it home once versus Dallas. Only 1 QB hit on 34 pass attempts. Maybe having Jalen Hawk-Tua Carter back on the field will help.
Number 98's defense actions has disqualified him from the game.
Whoa!
Philadelphia cornerback Adoree Jackson needs to rebound. He gave up over 100 yards in his Eagles debut. Corners Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean slide in off good games. Eagles rush defense, mixed bag. They gave up a 49-yard run to Miles Sanders, 2 touchdowns to Javonte Williams, so their stats don't look good. But the rest of the night, they held the Cowboys' rush attack in check. It's complicated, Maude, a few ins and outs.
Pickup of about 3.
Mahomes led the Chiefs in rushing. Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt combined for 41 yards on 10 attempts. Pacheco at least hit at 5 a run on his 5 tries.
Pacheco on the draw. Pacheco inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for Kansas City.
Philadelphia and Kansas City tied 6-6 overall. Do you know what year Andy Reid first coached against Philadelphia? I am the Walrus. Hint, Macklemore had the thrift shop biz booming that year. I am the Walrus. Donnie, you're out of your element.
In week 3, Reid returned to the home of the first franchise he turned into a winner. He proved he still knew how to win in Philadelphia.
Vic throws it left, and it's intercepted! Intercepted by Berry off of the deflection from Derek Johnson! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs have a pick 6.
What a play by Kansas City.
What a win for Kansas City. And Andy Reid, the winningest coach in Eagles history, gets a victory as the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs.